Yo, what's up, shot makers? It's Rob here. I got my man, Coach Twitty. Coach, go ahead and tell the people about yourself, man.
Man, well, Coach Twitty basketball. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, Bedford-Stuyvesant, where the heart of basketball originated from. Coach Twitty basketball has been around since 2015, where I've been training in Hawaii, Virginia, Atlanta, New York, Fiji, Dominican Republic, just different places. If there's love for
Okay.
basketball and love for basketball training and development, I'm there. And now I'm doing a lot of international stuff. I'm in Ecuador,
Mhm.
currently been in Ecuador for 3 years. Slowed me
Yeah.
up during the pandemic, but now with the pandemic being over, been setting up basketball camps in Manta, Ecuador. Now I'm in Quito, Ecuador, where I'm setting up camps in October, November, and December. And my IAM basketball family is strong. My Coach Twitty basketball
Okay.
family is strong. I got my hashtag Coach Twitty basketball, hashtag IAM basketball training. I've been doing it since 2015. So I just got a lot of loyal supporters, and my primary focus is on basketball training and development. And that's what I'm locked in on. I used to coach AAU basketball, everything. So I'm 50 now, 50 years
Okay.
old, got a lot of years of experience and
Yeah.
knowledge in the game, love the game, really looking to just continue to master and learn more about the game of basketball because it's huge and it's a lot of information to absorb.
Coach, I love the fact that you took it international, man, from being in the States, taking it to other countries. What's it like in the other countries? What's the love for the game like?
Man, I got to speak for myself as a ADO. My background is ADO, American descendant of slavery. I'm a black man. And
Yeah.
the love that I got overseas was mind blowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mind blowing for a black man. I've done training in the United States and, I walk into camps. The energy is good. And I'm just looked at as a regular, just an average trainer in the United States. But when I started going international, I mean, I was pretty much pegged as a celebrity, a star. First time ever being asked for like my autograph and taking
Wow.
pictures and things like that, which threw me off because I'm a humble dude. I never
Yeah.
expected something like that, but it was just the amount of energy and intensity in the gyms that I was in where people just wanted to give love back and
Yeah.
they appreciated what I was teaching and how I was.
Okay.
They appreciated the attention to details. They mentioned that they haven't seen anything like it in their camp.
Yeah.
So in order for them to return the favor and return the love, they were just like lining up for like pictures, video, signing everything
Yeah.
from their hats to shirts. It blew me away, but I understood how much bigger basketball really is and how
Yeah.
much the community internationally and in the United States really need great trainers that focus on attention to detail because
No
the
doubt.
market is saturated, but in order to keep basketball alive, you need trainers that have that much love and passion for training and development.
No doubt. So, when you're training and development, are you focused on any one demographic or age group?
Well, with international camps, the way it works, it's the way the camps are mostly set up. A lot of camps are set up where all age groups are brought in together for the
Okay.
most part. So in the United States, I would separate my camps by age group. When I started going international, because they have sometimes just like a weekend camp, but you'll have over like sometimes 60 students in the camp. I don't necessarily prefer camps like that because, it's like a class setting. You want to get more out of what you're teaching and you want to be able to affect every student. You don't want to miss
Yeah.
one student. So over my years, I developed techniques where I can still teach all 60 students. Regardless of your skill level, you will come into my camp and you still get your butt kicked, but you're going to learn and you're not going to be looking at students who are not as good as you and say, why am I in this camp? You're going to be too busy working to notice that other students in the campus are not as good as you, so therefore you shouldn't be in this camp. Over time, all the years that I've been teaching, I've just learned to develop ways to make sure that every student is learning. And so I just teach different drills. I'll teach the sham guard. I'll shout out the sham guard on Instagram. I learned how to break down his move in kind of a technical way where all skill levels can learn the sham guard during the
Okay.
same setting. So to me, I've turned it into a beginner, intermediate, and advanced sham guard out of respect to
Yeah.
sham guard because I understood the work that he put in to even master that move. So it's things
Oh
that,
yeah.
you know, as far as me being a teacher and having the credibility that I have, because, you know, as a black man, I got to work extra hard to keep the credibility.
Hey. So let me ask you this. What kind of challenges are you facing right now? And then what are you doing to overcome those challenges that can inspire others?
Wow. I mean, everybody out there who's doing what we do and what we've done, first and foremost, we love the game of basketball. We played the game. I played high school basketball in New York. I played college basketball in New York at John Jay College. When I was living in Atlanta for like 10 years, I was playing in the Sandy Springs League. We went out there, we kicked butt. It's just a love for the game, right? So when
Yeah.
you love the game, you're going to take basketball with you, whether you're working your 40-hour week job or not, you're going to take basketball with you. So when I decided to start Coach Twitty Basketball LLC, I went in and just said, you know, I already knew what I could do. I already knew what I was capable of doing. I believed in how I teach. I believed in how I train. I believed in the knowledge that was given to me from my coaches in high school, Coach Johnson, Coach Timberlake, and some of the other coaches that instilled basketball fundamentals for me. So I just took it as I'm going to go and present it to people and see if they're open to it. The biggest obstacle I faced was coming in the door as a black man. Serious. Like,
Yeah.
everywhere I went, no matter where it was, from the United States, places like Hawaii, I would go in and I would get are you licensed? I would get those first questions. Yeah, I'm licensed. Okay. Okay, cool. You're licensed. Well, now, are you insured? Yeah, I'm insured too. Oh, okay. Well, I checked off those things. Let's do business. That's what one of my favorite sayings is: let's talk, let's work. Let's cut the talk out. But I'll come in with everything and they'll say, well, we'll get back to you. So as a business person and just as someone who's motivated and know what I'm capable of doing, doors being closed in our faces, that's the biggest obstacle, because it'll make you say
Yeah.
to yourself, is this worth it? Should I be doing it? Am I going to keep getting doors closed in my face? But while those doors are being closed in your face, because, you know, in basketball, we're taught to overcome our adversity. So there's a lot of things in sports and basketball specifically. It teaches you to deal with losses, right? You can't play the
Yeah.
game of basketball and come around and say, well, you won every game, because nobody that I know has ever won every game of
Ever.
basketball. So you want to know what taking an L feel like. But
Exactly.
you don't take off your uniform and burn it when you catch that L. You start to understand your opponent and why they had the advantage against you. And then you work to clean up those weaknesses and then bounce back and then eventually beat that opponent that beat you.
Let's go.
So dealing with those type of obstacles, it wasn't new to me, because coming out of the ghettos of Brooklyn, New York, there was obstacles from inception. So
Yeah.
it was just more motivation for me. Like, okay, y'all don't see me for who I am, but I see me for who I am. And so I'm just going to keep
Exactly.
moving forward. And I know basketball is a vast ocean, right? I'm not trying to just jump on an island and battle everybody on that island for space. I know that basketball is vast. So I'm going to find people that love the game of basketball and want to learn the game of basketball outside of institutions and create my own avenue and stay in my own lane and don't worry about what everybody else is doing, or worry about what they doing, and just do
Yeah.
you. So that's what has kept me in the game since 2008. I don't worry about anybody else. I get people periodically, like shout out to Stephon Marbury, shout out to Shan God. I get people who have been in the game for a long time who will pop in out of nowhere. You may be on your lowest moment in your lowest day, and you'll get that weird message from somebody that just said, yo, keep going. Keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing. Real recognize real. And that's additional motivation to say, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. And I'm going to keep moving.
No doubt. So, coach, you can't leave without creating a challenge. And I know you're a trainer, you're a coach, so I know you got a good one for us.
Yeah.
So, what'd you come up with, coach?
Well, shout out to Shot Makers, man, for having me on, man. I'm going to post my challenge because I can describe it, but if we have the real ballers out there watching you and shot makers, they're going to want to know what I'm talking about. It does involve two basketballs, of course. It's a Coach Twitty basketball developmental dribbling drill. It incorporates the figure eight into the dribble. However, we will be adding two basketballs into that. And then I'll be adding an additional caveat. to that, because with me, anyone training with me knows the biggest thing I love doing is why the parents love me and my students love me is that I'm always challenging you and I'm always keeping you on your toes.
So, Coach Twitty, you're gonna be the first one that's gonna make your own challenge video and send it to
World
us, right?
premiere, man. World premiere. Coach
Let's
Twitty
go.
basketball.
World premiere.
I am basketball training, man. We always kick butt. And they're going to get their butts
Let's
kicked
go.
attempting this drill. And by the way, one disclaimer, man. Everybody doing this drill, man. Check with your parents first. Check with your doctors. You have them check with your doctor. Make sure your heart is good. Make sure your cardio is good. Because all of my drills are kick butt drills.
Let's go. Shot Makers League, Coach Twitty. We appreciate you coming on. You want to tell the people where to follow you at?
Definitely. Coach Twitty Basketball on Instagram, hashtag Coach Twitty Basketball, hashtag I am Basketball Training and Development. Just check out my content, man. We here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Shot Makers, we'll catch y'all next time.
Yeah, my
Peace.
brother. Appreciate you, man.